Mickey from Mickey's Crafting Corner. Welcome to my channel. So I want to show you in this video what I've done in 2025. So this is a kind of different video than you would expect from me. So let me show you all my journals I have made in 2025. So let's just have an overview. I've lined them up on my desk so you can see them just a little bit. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit wobbly. I'm stepping along my desk here. So that's it. So I will talk to you a little bit and then we can have a closer look at some of these journals. I have done some on camera and I have done some off camera, so I think I will show you in more detail the journals that I've done off camera, because the others you already know. This was my little journal for Junk Journal January, and I just had a masterboard with book pages that I've stamped on, and then I have bound this kind of very easy journal. I really love the feel of it. It's very cardstocky, and the fabric I love on the spine. And yeah, I try to do something I'm not afraid to collage in or really work in. So this was my Junk Journal January journal. You've seen me making some things on camera. I really love this page. This is so pretty. Yeah, so I have worked a little bit in this, and as always I have not been able to finish my project. Yeah, this is so much fun. Look at this. I have tried to explore new techniques and things, and yeah, I had a lot of fun in this one. So as you can see, these pages are still empty, so perhaps this year I can try to work on in this journal. Oh, I'm sorry about my nails. These are very glitzy from the New Year's Eve, and I think I want to work in this journal this year too, so I can use my journal still and yeah, kind of fill it with all the pretty things I want to create. So this was Junk Journal January. So the next thing I did was a nautical journal. This was with the papers from Paperomia Digital Shop. So a big shout out to Kiati and Samidi for creating these gorgeous images and papers. And I have a flip through on my channel, so if you want to see this gorgeous journal in detail, please feel free to go to this video. Yeah, just have a look at my channel. I will not link everything down below, I'm sorry. Just flip through my channel and see what you find interesting, and then yeah, just watch the video, please. I'm not good in linking things down below, so bear with me. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this journal. The next thing I did was this one. I had a lot of pages left from the nautical journal and similar pages in the same color scheme. I really loved these toned down blues and things. And these are also images from Paperomia Digital Shop, and yeah, I really loved these. So I made this journal off camera. You will not find a video, but we can have a flip through right here, just a quick one. So I made these dangles on my spine. These are really, really pretty. And then we have 2 signatures in this journal. As you can see, I've bound them with this pretty blue and white ribbon. I've put some lace on top of my spine, and then I have this image here sewn onto the cover. This is a linen background, and I've placed some ribbon all around, and then these pretty clusters with lace and a wax seal here. And this is a kind of big one, as you can see, my 2 signatures here. And yeah, this is really fun. So peeking out are some butterflies. So this is a kind of butterfly themed journal, and here we are. I had a lot of fun with my die cut butterflies in this one, as you can see here. So I'm just going through it very quickly, and let me know if you want a detailed flip through. So I've played with lace, and you can see these gorgeous images here and all the pretty things you can do to paper. Very, very gorgeous. I love this journal so much. Yeah, so if you, as I said, if you want to see a flip through, let me know. So here we have a lot of lace on the side. Let me put this like this so you can see I've put a lot of lace to the edges of my papers, and sticking out butterflies here, and ribbon from paper clips. Yeah, I really love it. So let me know if you want a detailed flip through of this one. This again is a paper bag journal, as I love it. Perhaps you have seen some of my videos, then you already realized that I love to create paper bag journals. Yeah. Then the next one, it was Easter time, and you will find a flip through of this little pretty thing on my channel. This is my Easter journal, 2 signatures, again paper bag journal, tied together with some pretty ribbon here. And I have made this kind of trifold design like this, and again you find a flip through of this on my channel, 2 signatures, and I had a lot of fun with this one. Yeah. And then, and I cannot show you anything, so I will place this in frame. And then I have created an A4 junk journal. This was a custom made journal for a friend, and I have already gifted it to her, but I will post more videos about it. I have not managed to post all my videos. I have not edited all of them because during the year I got a new computer, and it has a new computer system, so I have to figure out how to edit my videos with this one. I'm still learning. So this is the reason why I've not posted a lot of videos lately. Yeah, it's still a little bit overwhelming, but I'm on it, and yeah, I will manage to do more videos in the near future. So what I have placed in front of you is something I have done off camera, and I had a lot of fun with this one. So I wanted to do something different. I always want to learn different things, and I'm always curious about new techniques and things, and I have done this little fabric book. So This is very squishy and very textile, and yeah, I really love this one. So what I have done is I have these samples from upholstery, and I have created this little fabric cover. It's tied together with some simple elastic and a pretty vintage button from my stash, and I have sewn the cover onto this base. So this blue thing is my base. This is a very sturdy fabric I have doubled and sewn all around, and then the cover is placed on top, so we have some secret pockets in here. And I have just sewn this on the corners. This is a kind of sleeve, cover sleeve, and I had a lot of fun with collaging with fabric. So this is from an old pillowcase. The embroidery is very faded, but I loved the embroidery, so I included this. This bee again is from the same pillowcase, and then I have snippets of vintage hankies here and fabric samples, a little piece of doily, and let me show you the whole thing. So yeah, I had a lot of fun just creating some neutral colored things here, jute fabric samples here, and some doilies. Yeah, really pretty. I have hand sewn everything on top. So yeah, this was kind of relaxing work. This is some vintage lace. Yeah, very relaxing, and I had a lot of fun. So as you can see, this is sewn only on the corners, and yeah, a little bit here on the spine to have it as a cover here. Yeah, so this little book contains fabric pages. This is an old tablecloth, and I have sewn these two pieces together. So as you can see, my stitching is here. I have machine stitched everything, and I have left the top open, so I have a kind of pocket here, and I can use this to embroider or put some things on top and then hide the back side. So I think I have 3 pages in here. This is sewn all around. Is it? No, it is not. This is the end of my table runner. So all pages have this pocket here, and I have made 4 of these pocket pages, so I have 8 in whole inside my fabric journal. So I did this off camera, and then I started to do some fabric swatches, collages, and I have put these in another sewing journal. So I have made this paperback journal, and as you can see here, this is, I don't know what you call this. These are 2 journals with different spines, so kind of trifold thing again. And I have made these little fabric color swatches and clusters, and I can put these into my fabric journal or in this sewing journal. This is just a piece from my old pillow, and I've put them inside this pocket here on the front of my sewing journal. And I've started to use some things here, so perhaps in the future I will show you more, but this is just kind of plain, and yeah, I can do a lot of exploring and trying out and putting things inside this journal. So this is sewing themed. I will fill this with things you would expect from someone who sews. So I do sewing, so I'm really looking forward to fill this with all these gorgeous things. This is an embroidery pattern from an old book, and yeah, as you can see, pretty old papers inside, and this can be filled with a lot of things. And I have already put some pockets inside, so here we have the second part, and here we have all these kind of pages that I have already created to put into my fabric journal. So this is a purple one, and I've just put some pieces together, glued them on, and with this one I still have to hand sew all the pieces on. Here, this is finished, the yellow one. I have tried some different stitches, running stitches and French knots, and the swirls, and yeah, just different things I have tried. With this blue and white one, I have just used running stitches, and I can embroider these with special stitches. And this is my red one. This has to be stitched too. This is finished. This is my orange one. As you can see, I've tried different kinds of embroidery stitches, some French knots, running stitches, these Japanese patterns, these cross stitch, and these, I think it's seed stitch. It looks like seeds strewn out. And these, what are these called in English? I don't know. Yeah, just tried different things, and I really love this one. And this is my pink one. This also is finished with different stitches, and yeah, I really love it. Seed stitch, cross stitch, French knots, and just going around, and yeah, have a lot of fun with texture and stitches. And my green one is finished too. So as you can see, I have used again different things to have a kind of 3D effect and just have a lot to see and a lot of fun with it. And this is a piece from a blouse, and I always use some fabric scraps to try my stitches when I'm machine stitching, and this is one of these. I just run my stitch through and see if I have to adjust my machine. So as you can see here, I have adjusted my stitch here, and then I went on sewing and yeah, just tried if my stitch is correct that I want to use on my sewing piece. So yeah, this I want to use too. I really love this one. And let me see, oh yeah, this is some very old vintage nylon ribbon. And yeah, this is my other half from the sewing journal. I put a die cut in here, some fabric clusters, this boat pocket, and I've already put in some pockets and a belly band here. Here I have made some notes for jewelry making. And this is how I want to use this sewing journal, just to write down things and use this as a workbook, basically. Pattern paper here from the 80s. Very pretty. Music paper. Yeah, so this is my sewing journal I have made off camera. And I've played around with this kind of... I saw a video, someone made these pocket paper clip, hidden paper clip thingies, and I played a lot with this kind of paper clip, hidden paper clip. And you have pockets to put some bookmarks in here too. Yeah, I thought this is really pretty. Very, very pretty. I just played a bit. And here I have some plain pieces of cotton for my swatches. Yeah, so this is the sewing journal I made off camera. A lot of fun. So this is the next journal I made, and you will find a flip through of this Valentine's Day journal on my channel. Off camera I did something so gorgeous. I'm so happy. And I love this journal. These are papers from Chestea Bellerose, from one of the Facebook groups I'm in. And I just love the papers. I love them. So this is an altered book. This was a Reader's Digest. As you can see here, this was the front of the book originally. And I kind of messed up, but I'm happy now that I put my book upside down when I assembled everything, because now you can see this pretty embossed symbol, and otherwise it would have been covered by this. And yeah, I have 3 signatures in this one, as you can see here. These are my ribbons. I tried to stick to the color green-ish, and this is why I used these kind of Christmas green ribbons. This is Christmas for me because of the gold thread that is entwined in these in these threads. Yeah, this was a green altered book, and I covered the spine with this vintage lace, and I have put my closure behind it. So underneath my spine cover here is the closure, and I have put 2 ribbons here. The pink one was in a Happy Mail from Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Now I have put these to good use. And yeah, here you can see the first image. This is so pretty. And this is on top of my cover, so this opens up like this, and then there flips out an envelope here, and we have an envelope here and a pocket and some pretty things in it. Trifold. Oh, these images are so pretty. So again, if you want a detailed flip through, let me know and I will post a video with a detailed flip through. So we're just going and rushing through this one now, for now, so the video is not too long. And then we have a pocket here. This is made with a piece of this hanging folder, as you can see here. And again, more flips and flaps and envelopes. And a pocket behind this piece. So I've played with different layers and flips and flaps, as you can see. This is a pocket with a pocket like this, and here like this. I've made these watercolor pieces, and I've put an image behind this. This is an altered envelope behind this window, and here you can see these gorgeous papers. They are so pretty. So lots of things going on in here, pretty images, pretty papers. I have put my avocado dyed papers in here. Yeah, so lots of stunning things. So let me know if you want a detailed flip through. This is so pretty. I had so much fun creating this journal. Another journal I did off camera. Yeah, I just did a lot of things off camera last year because I was so stressed and I didn't want to film and edit and have all this work. So these crafts were just for me, just for fun, to have time for myself, relax, have fun, create something, trying things out. And yeah, so this was another journal I made. I had these gorgeous images from Paperomia Digital Shop, and I made another nature themed book. This again is a paperback, 3 signatures. I have put some fabric on the outside of my spine and some notes and some music, sheet music here on top. I have sewn all around. And again, if you want to see a detailed flip through, let me know. I will post this then, but this is just for me. So I have put in some things already, but this is just trying out things, putting nature things in it, and yeah, using these gorgeous images and playing a little bit with birds and nature and things. Oh, look at these images. These are so gorgeous. And yeah, just playing around. And I just wanted to have a nature journal whenever I have the urge to write down or journal nature related. I wanted to have a pretty journal I can use then for journaling. Yeah, so this is another project I've made off camera, and again, this is not finished. I can always come back and work in this one. Okay, and then we are already in the Christmas time, and you saw me making this ring binder collage journal. This was for the Advent time. I didn't want to make a challenge, something like December Daily or so, because I knew that I would not have the time to finish it, although I had 2 weeks of holidays. But yeah, I knew it is a busy time, and yeah, I'm just going with the flow and see how much I can accomplish. And I made it to day 15. So I have a video where I show you all the papers and all my collaged pages. But yeah, I really loved to work in this one, made from file dividers, as you can see here. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. And again, I did something off camera just to relax and not have the pressure to finish a video. I made a Christmas journal, as I always did the last years. So this is my Christmas journal for 2025. I have 2 signatures. This is a paperback journal. I have done a running stitch all around the bottom here, And on the top, this is a green and yellow thread running stitch. You can see here that I have made some knots at the ends here, and at the top this is green and red, very classy for Christmas. And this is the back of my cover. These are old tablecloths. I really love the embroidered ones, and yeah, this has some permanent stains on it and some holes, so I cut off a piece and used this in my Christmas journal. This is from an old shirt, and again, tablecloths. I really loved this image here. Oh, this is kind of dirty. With a Christmas tree with the candles, very pretty embroidery. And yeah, so this is my cover, and inside I have side pockets here, so I have basically flapped my cover a little bit around, so I have the side pocket here, and I have already put some things inside I want to use in this journal. I have made these really pretty Christmas cards with some images I printed out. Oh, these were some freebies. I've printed these years ago, I don't know, 2 years ago, and yeah, I never used them, and now I think is the perfect time to use them. These are old index cards. Wrapping paper from my Advent calendar sweets. We call these Mozartkugeln. These are marzipan bowls filled with nougat and chocolate on top, all around. Some very delicious things. The dangle on my spine is a little notebook I've made with paper from a paper pad and just some plain pieces of, I've got this old computer paper, and I've put some papers inside, and I've made some dangles with some beads I got in my advent calendar this year. I have in my advent calendar I had some crafty things and not chocolate. I wanted to have it that way this year. So yeah, and I have already worked in this little journal. I have created some pockets so I can put some pretty index cards and journal cards in it. I've played with staples here, and more goodies in this pocket. This is from paper, from a paper pad and book page, and I have just glued 3 pockets on top of each other. And this is from Christmas presents, and I have made these pretty journal cards. This can go in here, and the tag can go in here, and as you can see, I have made some pretty embellished pockets, and I've used my Oblaten, my German scraps here, and the library cards I have created with AI. And here we have some pre-made pages for Christmas. I'm sorry. So I think now you are in frame, this is better. And here we have some envelopes, already put some tags in it and some scraps, and I've glued them on 3 sides, so I have some pockets behind them. And again, this pre-printed page with a daily plan and to-do lists and things. And I have this pretty, this is one of my AI letters to Santa, and I've made this pretty journal card that sits inside here, and another one for this pocket. again, this is one of my images, and another German scraps piece here. Yeah, and I can work in this whenever I feel Christmassy. This is not finished. Yeah, but I really love all the things I've put in here. I have used things I have bought years ago. I really want to use up my things from my stash. So yeah, this is a fold out pocket. And here you can see the whole page. This was a freebie. I'm not sure where I got this from. Yeah, this is the second part of the freebie. As you can see here, they had 2 different designs, and yeah, very pretty. This is another side pocket here, and I've put all the things I love inside. This again is one of my own designs. Letters to Santa. I told the AI. And more pockets and pretty cards. I really had a lot of fun making these cards this year. This is from a vintage music book. And as you can see, I have not finished this. I can work in this. I've put all my scraps in here. I have made these 3D stars, and I've cut all these pieces, but then life got in the way and I had not enough time to use up all my pieces here, so I've put them in here. This is a piece from a present I got for Christmas from my daughter, and I've put this on top of this envelope, and I've created a pocket with this. Yeah, I've glued this completely down, and here's the pocket inside. And yeah, these are more freebie images in this signature. We are on the second signature now, and I've used sheet music. This is vintage sheet music, very old, and the paper is kind of shiny and glossy and really, really pretty. As you can see here, it folds out completely. I'm not in frame anymore. So yeah, this folds out like this, and then we have a pocket here. So this was plain on the back side, and here's my pocket. I've glued this as a fold out onto this page like this. Yeah, so basically I just created some tuck spots and pockets, and I can always fill these when I feel like doing something Christmassy. And yeah, I loved to print in black and white in 2025, not only to be frugal with my toner for my printer, but I really loved the look. So I printed in black and white, and then I coffee dyed the paper, and I really loved this in 2025. So yeah, just a very long pocket here, like this and like this. Yeah, that's my Christmas journal for 2025. I did this off camera, so I don't have to make a video, edit it, post it, and all that work. I didn't want to have that stress, so yeah, I just made this off camera, but I really love it, and I think I will go on working in this one. I still have my scraps from all my wrapping paper from this year, and I think I will create some Christmas cards and things to fill this with all the things I got last Christmas. Yeah, so this was my year 2025, and yeah, a lot going on in the family, so I didn't have too many videos posted, but I hope that I can post more in 2026 when I get used to my computer program and when things are settled in the family. And yeah, I already did 2 journals during the holidays, so let me show you a glimpse of what is to come this year. So the first thing I wanted to do is a journal in which I can just work and create pockets and ephemera that are vintage themed and not in a specific theme. So I did this journal. I have put all my threads from the signatures on the outside like this because I want to have some dangles. This is a 3 signatured paperback journal. I have just covered this with some pretty fabric with some birds in this. Hope you can see them here, some birds like this. Yeah, kind of neutral. I wanted to have a neutral journal. Let me put this more in frame. Here are my signatures. And this is a journal with 3 signatures, as you can see here. And I've tried to have some neutral colored papers. So let me show you what this looks like. Very plain with a big pocket here. So I can always add more things here. This is just plain. I haven't done anything. I have bound this 2 days ago. So yeah, just a naked journal. I have some papers from books here inside, from a nature book. I have papers I have not used in other journals. This is sewn all the way around. Some doilies, some paperback, sheet music, and this was a pre-made page I wanted to use in a journal. This one with a die cut offcut as a pocket. Yeah, and just some papers I had laying around. I'm not able to be in frame. Let me put you up a little bit. I'm sorry about the wobbling. Okay, so I think that's better. So these are basically papers I have laying around from other projects. Here I've made some coffee stains with the inside of the washi tape, the cardboard ring that is where the washi tape is around, and I've just put it into coffee and then made some stains on this page and some watercolor spritzes before. Here you can see, and the watercolor I've used is a little bit metallic, so this has a little bit of a metallic sheen to it, this paper. Coffee dyed paper with some images I have printed in black and white and then coffee dyed. School book paper, again images. I have printed these 2 or 3 years ago. So this is the other part of the signature. On this page I have all around it some watercolor. I wanted to use this in a nautical journal, but then I had too many papers, so this was left over. And here we have the other piece of the paperback and the other pages, and the other signatures are very similar, so I've basically used the same kind of papers. Here I have some index paper and another book page from a botanical book paperback. So basically the same. and in the third signature too. And I haven't done anything in it so far, so this has a flap that I can use to wrap around on the outside or on the inside, and this doesn't even have a closure yet. So this is the first journal I want to use this year. And then I have made something that I wanted to do for a very long time, and this is a bee journal. I don't have a bee journal yet, and I always wanted to have one, and now I have made this gorgeousness. So let's see if I can put you there. Okay, so this is a paperback journal too. It has 3 signatures, as you can see here. I have not reinforced my spine, so this is very squishy. And I have made my bindings, so I have 2 threads at the top and 1 in the middle. So I wanted to have a kind of cascading hanging, and I want to have some dangles on here. So yeah, this is a little bit more interesting, I think. This is an old piece from a tablecloth I have cut to size and glued onto my cover. This is from a bed sheet, and yeah, I really loved the colors, and these flowers that are on the images look like little bees, so I think from the colors and the images this is perfect for a bee journal. Here you can see these little flowers. They remind me of little bees. So yeah, I thought this is the perfect fabric for a bee journal. And I have put some vintage lace on my edges here. And I have sewn all around the paper, as you can see here. And I have sewn beside my signature. So this has a very big pocket in the front and here in the back. And again, this is plain. I haven't done anything in this one. So this is just, I have just finished binding this today. And this has very similar pages to my vintage journal. As you can see here, basically the same pages. Instead of, I have used avocado dyed paper in here and vintage book pages and pages from my flower guide. Yeah. So all my 3 signatures look basically the same. Very pretty, and I'm really looking forward to using this journal with lots of bees and images. I have printed bee images and they are in my stash for years now. I think I started to do junk journaling in 2021, and yeah, I've printed a lot freebies in this time, 21 and 22, and I haven't even used half of it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to work in this one, and I think I will take you along, and perhaps not for all of it, but of course I will post a flip through when this will be finished sometime in the future. I don't know when. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to working in these 2 pretties. Yeah, so this is what you will expect from me in 2026. And also I will post a lot of things on Facebook, in my Facebook groups, a lot of photos. I don't know if I have the time to do a lot of videos, but yeah, I would be really happy if you follow me and subscribe to my channel, so my channel can grow a little bit more. And yeah, if you want to do a swap with me, so please contact me, and yeah, let me know what you think about my journals and my ephemera. And I hope to see you in one of my next videos, and see you then. Bye.